And we are wrestling with WWE Backlash preview that will take place tomorrow. It is
Damn it.
it is being dubbed the greatest wrestling match ever. But we're not going to start with that match. We're going to start with WWE Championship match: Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley. Who wins, Kaligo?
My mind is telling me Drew, but my body is telling me Lashley. Because to me, where would Lashley go after this? And that is the fundamental question that we all have to think of. Like, where does he go from here? And I can't think of anything else where he would go. I don't think if Drew loses, it hurts him. Um, I feel that they could probably do like a nice little program, and then everyone could get the Lashley Brock match that they're wanting. Because the only way that I could see Brock and Lashley is if it's a side attraction or if the belt's involved. So
I heard that as well.
you can't have Lashley like lose and then get Brock, because Brock is kind of like a, you know, it's a special attraction match. The only time that you could think of where he really wasn't in the title picture was the CM Punk feud, and that was because it actually fit the storyline that was going on at the time. So it was
Right.
a storyline thing. So yeah, that's the only way you're gonna see Brock, either for the title or Brock interferes and causes him the match. And even then, that's a push. You know what I mean?
Right. I could. Well, first and foremost, I will say I think Drew McIntyre is going to win. I do think that it would hurt Drew McIntyre to lose the belt this early on into his reign. Um, I would like him to get a good lengthy reign out of this. And we're in a pandemic, and we need. I don't see why they would want to change things right now where you won't get the reaction from a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the other part of that was, yeah, you could have Brock Lesnar try and interfere. Well, Bobby Lashley could go another month or two, let's say 2 months, because SummerSlam might be in September, feuding with Drew McIntyre. And I don't think anybody would say, no, this isn't right, if as long as the rivalry is still there and it looks good. Um, but
Right.
I could see Brock Lesnar trying to interfere, costing Drew McIntyre the match, but ultimately costing Bobby Lashley the match. That's a possibility.
It could. It's just more or less like I'm just trying to figure out how could they make that story stick. What would be the logic? What would be reasonable to where the casual guy would be like, well, you know what? That's logical. I'd see why Lashley would go after Lesnar, and that's the only two ways I could see it
But does that have
is
to be?
for the title or
I mean, it's WWE we're talking about here. Logic isn't used a lot.
that is true. Not even knocking that. Not even knocking you on that. However, that it would be a big ass swerve from left field to go, yeah, you lost the title. No biggie. Go to Brock. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's because Brock would be a lat move. I mean, to be quite honest, fighting Brock is like fighting for a championship. You
Right.
know how, like, Taker at Mania
It's an
is that
elevation
lat?
match.
Yeah, elevation match. So who would lose and get an elevation match
But let me
unless you're
ask you.
wanting
But let me ask you this: Who's gonna work face? Because Bobby Lashley's a heel, Brock Lesnar's a heel.
That's my point. So that would be that makes it even more, like left field. So that's why I'm like, the way to build to that would be now, because we're in June, SummerSlam's August,
Possibly
so
September.
possibly September, but it's usually end of August, mid to end August. Let's give it. So that gives them a month and a half to try to make this a thing. And yeah, so that's where my confusion is. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm just looking at the logic and it doesn't stick with me.
The next match of Braun Strowman versus The Miz and John Morrison for the Universal Championship. Braun Strowman, right?
Obviously. Obvious Braun Strowman, right?
I mean, The Miz and Morrison could win the championship and be co-Universal champions. Then they could have that breakable belt Michelle McCool and Layla had.
Oh God, no, nah, not happening, son, nah. Or in the words of my homies, nah, fam.
Asuka versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship.
Screaming Asuka.
Have to agree there. Greatest wrestling match ever. Edge versus Randy Orton. Who wins?
Hopefully the Twitter feud between Orton and Ciampa, but
yeah, that seems more heated right now than Edge and Orton, right?
That's going to be the winner. I don't give a damn what y'all say. That's the winner. Whoever wins, that motherfucker.
Randy Orton just put out a tweet and he said, I'm gonna have the greatest wrestling match with Edge. Go see it on Sunday to see if we actually deliver or shit the bed. That is a Randy Orton comment if I ever heard one, right?
Yes. I see where he's coming from. I just think, it's gonna have to. It's better. It ain't gonna be Steamboat Savage. So what the fuck, cuz? As in, with the French toast, like.
I mean, nobody's doubting that this isn't going to be the greatest wrestling match ever. It's not. But who's going to win the self-proclaimed greatest wrestling match ever?
I mean, to me, this screams Orton in a sense. Because, I mean, they did get the... It's leaning towards Orton because, I mean, Edge got the welcome back win. So now what? I mean, he's going to only wrestle a handful of times. So it's not like Edge losing is going to go, oh my God, he's not going to get the championship because he's not going to be in that tier anyway.
Right. He's in that special attraction tier.
Exactly. So it's essentially, to me, going to be Orton. And it would make sense for Orton to win because this is an actual wrestling match, unlike how him and Edge went an hour and it was more of a street brawl, if you will.
Right.
So in a street brawl, anybody can get anybody number. A wrestling match, you can say, hey, Edge is not back in the ring rust, got him, blah, blah, blah.
Next match, Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, and the Iconics for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Who wins the match?
Ooh, this is a toughie because everybody's looking towards that Bailey Banks backstabbing. However, the Iconics are kind of having a little riff. Bailey. I mean, the most cohesive team would be Bliss and Cross, or Cross Bliss, as they call themselves. Um, I'm going to go. I'm gonna go with my girl, Big Booty Bailey, because hell, I mean they done invested in her this much. She's the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion, and they make it feel like she's on top of the world before that bitch start crumbling down on her ass.
Bailey dos straps.
Oh no, Bailey dos. She wants to use. Oh no. She put the Mexican in her name. She came out. This ain't Becky Irish. This is Pamela Martinez. Pamela Rose Martinez. She putting the Mexican on it.
I did not see that one.
Yeah, she wrote it on Twitter. Like, don't be calling me Bailey Two Belts. It's fucking Bailey Dos Straps. So I'll take it.
I think it's a great little play on that. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, gotta go with Billy Dos Straps and Sasha Banks, who hasn't had crap since ever.
Yeah.
United States Championship match: Apollo Crews versus Andrade. Who wins?
Crews, he just got the goddamn thing.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense, right?
He just got the fucking thing. And if anybody needs to build up, it's fucking Crews. It's fucking Crews, man.
And
give him the.
I would agree with you if Paul Heyman was still in charge here, but Vince McMahon could. Goddamn, pal, gotta go with Andrade. You know what I mean?
Take it off him.
Right.
I can't see it happening. I mean, that would be. I mean, it's very rare we see those short reigns like that. So I don't see. I mean, Andrade is not going to get hurt. And to me, he's more main event heavyweight material ready anyway.
I was excited about Andrade going after Drew McIntyre. I thought that was a better rivalry than Lashley, but obviously, they went another direction with it.
True, but that doesn't mean that they can't run that back.
Right.
Because I can see an Andrade McIntyre SummerSlam, so.
True. And the last matchup, Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy. Who wins?
Sheamus versus who? Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's been arrested. He's went through the hell. No, I'm just thinking because he went through the hell, so you would think he would get the heaven. However, Sheamus coming back, it's a toughie because both of them are really just like coming back. So,
but Sheamus has been there a little bit longer since than him.
True, but Sheamus beating up on Shorty G is a little different than Jeff Hardy. I will go with Sheamus.
Huh.
I would go with Fella.
I'm going with Jeff Hardy. After.
Of course you are.
Why would you say it like that?
Mark for the face.
Yeah. I like Jeff
Me
Hardy,
too.
and all signs point to him winning this match. So, yeah, after everything they've done to him, yeah, give him a win. And
I see it. but they could always go lower. You
Oh,
must don't remember him in CM Punk.
oh, I was there. I was there.
Yeah.
So you
So I'm
don't have
like,
to tell me
yo,
about that.
it could always get lower. don't don't push him.
And of course, you could see all of that, see if all our predictions come true this Sunday, tomorrow. Uh, you could also catch me on the remix with Scooter Dust on the UNB network. You could find that link in Scooter Dust's Twitter, at Scooter Dust. And that will conclude our coverage of WWE Backlash.